Hello, Chester here. Today we're going to play Mono Blue Affinity and Timeless. So why are we trying to play Mono Blue Affinity and Timeless? As you may know, Orcish Bowmasters has been on a down tick because of all the combo decks. So this means cards like Landlord Navigator, Thought Monitor, Thoughtcast kinda get unlocked in Timeless because of that. Another interesting thing is that this makes use of Chrome Mox, which is a very powerful card in Timeless. And since we're monocolored, we can just run MDFCs for lands. So essentially, we're running 7 plus 8. We're running 15 actual lands plus 4 Chrome Mox. So that's 19. We also have Mox Amber for when you have Tamios and Emrys. So the basic game plan of this deck is to spit everything out by turn 1 or turn 2. Use the affinity for artifacts to draw more cards, and we can play cheap counter magic like Metallic Rebuke using the 0 mana artifacts. And interestingly enough, the most powerful thing that gets unlocked is an alchemy card called Landlord Navigator. Dream of this deck is to have an artifact land on one, have Chrome Mock and Landlord Navigator. So turn one Landlord Navigator gets you two blue creatures. One is Landlord Navigator and one is the Thieving Magpie, which is kind of like a frog at home because each time it hits your opponent, it draws a card. And the neat thing about this is it creates two blue bodies, which means on turn one, we can hold up Flare of Denial back up. Depending on what's on your hand, you could choose to sacrifice the Landlord Navigator or Thieving Magpie. Which one you choose depends if you have more artifacts to fuel Landlord. Sometimes it's correct to sacrifice Landlord so that your Thieving Magpie can do a turn one frog impression. And another good thing about this deck is that it can play Kappa Cannoneer and get it out reasonably well because we do play the Ornithopter and Retrofitter Foundry package here. This is also a strong aggressive start. This two card combo essentially starts you off with a 4/4 creature that also fuels Affinity and Landlore. So most of the deck is just affinity based or synergistic, which is why I am having a hard time with the sideboard because you can't really cut much in the main without ruining the affinity for artifacts. So in my opinion, the flex slots are in my opinion, these are the flex slots in this deck. So you can choose to trim down on baubles, spell bombs, or the interaction or thought monitor to include things like Stern Scolding, Flare of Denial, Commandeer, Disruptor Flute, Soul Guide Lantern, or whatever. Anyway, let's try to play some games. Let's play first. Opponent doesn't have companions. This hand is pretty slow, but let's try it out. I'm going to lead with the basic island here because I want Seat of the Synod to count for one artifact. So if Tamio gets to live, we can make a thieving magpie on turn 2. Okay, that's good. Although this seems like a deck that would play Bowmasters, which can be pretty bad for us. Guess I should play this out. Okay, perfect. I think I go ahead and just podcast here. There's a mana drain. Let's counter that. I think I can sacrifice Magpie here. Perfect.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Just do this now. See a frog. Hey, I think I want to bounce the Tamiyo here. Hey, there's our own Tamiyo. Let's just play the Tamiyo and the Retrofitter Foundry.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
Nice. So against their deck, we want to get rid of the counter magic and the thought monitor could cut a bubble. I want all Stern Scoldings because they probably are a Bowmaster's deck. And we also want Spell Bomb for their frogs. Could also just cut a bubble for Disruptor Flute because this can blank all their Deathright Shamans or frogs. Okay, I think this is good enough since we have two artifact lands. Hopefully they aren't playing Rat of the Skies.
Nothing like warmth and perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
I think I can afford Thoughtcast here. If they Bowmasters, it's fine. Mana drain is pretty bad for us, but we just have to. We have three, we have three Thoughtcast in hand, and that's one less mana drain for Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, that resolved.
I'll aid you. So focus. Use your words.
That resolving is pretty good for us because that might mean Kappa Cannoneer is clear. And now they have to deal with Tamiyo.
Before you act.
It's just jam. Now they have to deal with Tamio and the Kappa Cannoneer. Question now is, do I kill Tamio? Okay, no need to think about that. Okay, this hand isn't capable because Mox Amber doesn't stay on the battlefield. Plus, there's no lands. This isn't capable too. We have to do better. Okay, this is somewhat better. Let's get rid of that and that. I guess this will be the test for this deck. Our deck is really weak to this kind of strategy. They have removal spell. I don't think we can win. Seems like your usual Mardu energy list. So we have to board in scoldings and spell bombs. These go out. Monitor goes out. And we can we can cut a bubble here. I think that's it. Let's play first. Okay, this is keepable. We can turn one time you Amber into Retrofitter. Nice. We can thoughtcast now. That is really bad for us. Let's make them sacrifice their raptor for landlore. Maybe this is incorrect and I should just focus on sinking something. Yeah, this is the play that I don't really think this kind of deck can survive. Okay, we can still attack. Let's play out Emery. This point, I'm just planning to sink into stupor their next play. Okay, that's right. Orcish Bowmasters. Just gonna get a top tier back. Okay, that is fine. That's perfect. Hopefully they don't have a land for that Ajani, or else we die. Perfect. They didn't have the land. I play Emery out. I think it's fine. She doesn't really cost mana anyway. Like our main problem is the goblin bombardment. Okay. I don't think I can win anymore. So maybe against Mardu, it's correct to board in some amount of flutes. Okay, that's pretty good. I guess I just have to pass. Hmm. Can't really deal with that. They attack. I'm just gonna take it. Can't even attack now because of the raptors. Okay, this is good for me. They really, you just have to find the Ikapa, I guess. Would be sick if we still win this. I highly doubt it. Wait, they can't. Just take this. Because if I block, they can pay 4 for the ward using the Ajani ability. They, they can't shoot it with bombardment. Nice. So yes, we can cut. We can bring in a disruptor flute. I think this is a keepable hand. Gonna place Think into Stupor. Play out this Mox. Let's play out the second one. But decline. Have Emery out. Holding up scolding. Okay. One more land or artifact. Okay. Just waiting. Okay, that is fine. They're still attacking with a bunch of 1 damage. So that's good. I think this is okay. We just have to bounce. Tapping out here opens me up to lures. So, so I think I just pass. I should have kept back the Ornithopter though. Lures into pride is something that I can't deal with, so I can't tap out for Capricorn near. But I can use this as a blocker. Perfect. So if they have swords, they can swords to plowshares this. Okay, that's troubling. Guess we try to do it again. Yeah, I can't beat that. Yep. It's just energy being energy. Okay, this is a great hand. We have turn one Emery. Synod, Amber, Emery, Spellbomb.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Okay, we're gonna use this as a land. Fateless looting there. Oh, this is a.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes.
I think this is a Kiora deck.
Use your words.
Here we go. Get Omni. Guess we can play out Tamio
Nothing like warm
and
tea
flip her here.
and stone. Tell me everything you know about this. Violence is
Shouldn't
not
have played a land
everything.
out. We could have used seat instead, but this works. Nice. Against their deck, I think we want this whole guide lanterns. I think we can keep this current configuration. They don't have black, so Noble Masters. Album is nice to have, but not necessarily required. I guess it's just bubble then. Okay, this is a free mulligan since we have double Tamio and one land. Okay, this is bad. It's pretty good. Yes, that's a good start.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface. Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one
Okay,
project?
that's kind of okay for us. We have things to get out of that.
Every plane has stories to share. Use your words.
Okay, we can thought cast here. Tameo. Now let's just draw. Here's the sink. But we might be using that on Flage instead.
My research is ruined. Violence is not the answer.
Hmm. Let's just attack Tameo.
Stop interrupting my work.
Play this as a land. We're probably going to have to sink the Flage. That's disgusting. Hmm. Guess I just draw here.
Think before you act. Clearly, you're not here to learn.
Hmm. Have to sink that.
Violence is not the answer.
Okay. So we're gonna have to have more interaction here. One spell bomb is fine. These draw spells are fine. I think we can cut a Mox Amber. Maybe a Rebuke. Let's play first. Okay, this is a good hand. You have turn one Emery. Don't need to rush out the Chrome Mox because we might need backup Emery. Okay, Kappa Cannoneer. Probably just play out the Chrome Mox here. Ditch the backup Emery. Play Spell Bomb. Hold up Metallic Rebuke. Hellcat, Kappa. Maybe we just draw a card here. Okay, Solitude.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
I can let this go. Do I play out Specimen? I don't think I have to play out Specimen yet. I might need this to save Kappa Cannoneer from a Solitude. Okay, that's fair. Should have held it up for either spell bomb.
This is an interesting story. I'll aid you, so focus on the fight. I am not defenseless.
Okay, that's perfect. Nice. Let's play first. Okay, this is good. Assuming we're not dead on turn one. Let's play out Emery. There's no need to play out the top tier yet. Now we can just use Bobble here. Okay. So this tells me 2, 3. Can I cast Cannoneer already? I bring this out? Probably not. Yeah, because that's only 5 artifacts. Merfolk. Start making doctors. Nice. So against Merfolk, we want Stern. Hmm. Do we want Stern Scolding? Can get rid of Flare of Denial. I think we only want Spell Bomb and a couple of Scolding because they might be playing a lot of Cavern of Souls. So this is mostly a racing game. This hand is good enough because we have Foundry and Doctor. Let's do a check. Looks like they have Spell Pierce. Okay. Okay, Tamio lets me play out Foundry here. Let's see if they think it's worth sacrificing. Nice. And since they're a counter spell deck, we can just build a lot of 1/1s until we can. Okay, that doesn't do anything against us. Let's play Emery. Let's see if they sack again. Nice. Let's play first. Okay, this is not keepable because this is not colored. This is better. Can keep 6. Bottom the Darksteel Citadel. Start out with the Retrofitter Foundry. Next turn we can artifact land into Landlord Bauble. Oh, it's a pending. Let's just crack this just in case we get a Flare of Denial.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
Nice, they didn't breed Magpie, I guess.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus on only one project?
I think we can win that. We don't have Affinity yet. F3, we just flare here. Because this enables Let's just hold up Mox Amber. Or sink into the super rather. Can just keep holding up sink into stupor forever. Nice. Not today. So now I want to flip my Tameo. I just missed lethal here.
I hope you don't mind if I get close. Respect the library.
Oh well, got too excited. So against this deck, we want the flares. Rebuke is fine. One spell bomb is fine, I guess. Or maybe not. Can cut one of those for one less amber. Because I don't expect my Tamios or Emrys to live. Third one Emry, hard to pass up. Into turn two Landlore. They might have swords here. Okay, they don't. Let's do a check if they have counter spell. They do have counter spell. Okay, that's fine. Because now we get to do nothing. I forgot the legend rule. Okay, that's awkward. We should lead the thought monitor here. Wasn't expecting that to resolve. 3-5.
This isn't a fight you can win. Let's try this.
Yeah, I just want to concede. We have slim chances of winning there. Gonna go with one flute in place of a bubble. Let's play first. This is another turn one Emery start. We can keep. Can get discountered. I think I recast this name.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
I'm just gonna cast this. Let's see if it gets countered. Okay, we get the mill cards. Now is pretty dangerous territory since we can get Rat of the Skies. Let's just play out Ornithopter. Getting out other Ornithopter. Stot Monitor here. Okay, that is scary. Giving your opponent 7 mana casually. Wonder why they didn't use that 5 mana. They're trying to look for the ring. kind of shouts that they have a board wipe. Guess it's my time to slip this in.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
The 1-2 combo of Landlord and Tamiyo.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
I think we're still good. I'm just gonna hang back.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
You're done.
I already got my thieving magpie.
Remember your training.
Wondering? Okay, that's bad. I just have to hope this Kappa Cannoneer gets there, I guess.
I will protect this library with my life. I am not defenseless.
How do I keep watch for intruders?
Okay, nice. Unless they have Stifle. So, what do we think of this deck? I think this is a fine deck to run in Timeless if you want to have fun with Affinity. And maybe there's another approach here, but one thing we can be sure of is that Chromox and Landlord Navigator are indeed playable in Timeless in the correct shells. Kappa Cannoneer has also proven itself to be a good closer for this deck. The Retrofitter Foundry and Ornithopter package are also good tools for affinity decks. And one deck building thing that we've learned here is that if your deck can support a lot of MDFCs, you could reasonably run Chrome Mox in order to boost your deck's explosiveness, but it does come at a cost. This is still card disadvantage. If you're not really playing a deck with huge payoffs, Chrome Mox isn't that worth it. But in this particular shell, you can even run this out without imprinting something on it. It's still usable by Kappa Cannoneer or just affinity count, depending on the situation. And I do think this deck has the potential of being good into the combo meta just because of its blueness. You can run subtleties, you can run commandeers reasonably in the shell as long as you need them, but this configuration I have is for more general ladder use because I don't really encounter that much black white decks anymore. I don't encounter Belchers. I mostly encounter janky decks like the matches we played. So take that with the grain of salt. And as for the sideboard, again, I'm not really sure how to build affinity sideboards because a lot of these cards are synergistic that if we cut bubble, for example, it might be detrimental to our game plan. So that's one thing to explore and think about. But I do think we're kind of close to being optimized. I don't think adding other color works because we can't do the MDFC's trick if we add white, for example, or black, just because we'd have to run more lands that are not MDFCs. But anyway, I think this deck will probably stay in tier C where it belongs, but it's fun to discover that we have some decks that are still underexplored and unexplored. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.